Hello, everybody. I'm B, and I play Violet.
Hello, hello. I'm Alex, and as per usual, I am playing Cyrus Eldermar.
Hey nerds, I'm Sarah, and also, as usual, I'm playing Cinda.
Hey everybody, I'm Juno, and today I am playing the Ashen One.
And happy Friday the 13th. As usual, I am Nick, and I am playing Vornvel.
Hey everybody, I'm Andy, and I am your Dungeon Master tonight. Welcome, welcome, welcome everyone. So, how's everybody doing? It's Friday. We made it. We did it.
13th.
We did the things. the word things we're thinking and we were doing, and we got here successfully. Thank goodness. So it is Friday the 13th. Let's talk about Friday the 13th. Last time when there was a Friday the 13th, we talked about our favorite horror movies. I think tonight we're going to talk about something that our characters fear. So, if you have something that your character fears that might not be too terribly game-breakingly revealing, what you got? What you guys got? I think B has something.
Something we already kind of ran into. Falling. Heights are fine. It's the idea of falling that scares Violet the most.
On the similar vein of falling heights for Cinder. No, I'm joking.
Locked
I'm
in,
joking.
Quinn. Oh, fuck
I'm
you.
joking.
I thought we were locked
flies. She fucking flies. No. Cinder's more topical fear is going to have to be small enclosed spaces.
I think ashes is a little obvious. It's females. I'm kidding. I'm talking about it's fire. Sorry, that sounded so much funny in my head.
Yeah. Can we block him, like kick him off the stream?
Might be necessary.
No. Sorry, I sounded so funny in my head, and then the second I said it, I just totally full body hurt. If you could, thank you, Ryan, for setting my food. It's always nice to have a partner who you can force to do things for you, like get you food and nice soda. And that totally ruined my train of thought. Anyways, fire. Yeah. After many interactions with fire, like getting hit with bonfire or the illustrious squirrel cabin, which I'm great is now making a comeback. We need to visit that.
That's right.
Yeah.
We do not.
Well, Cyrus, much like all of my characters, always has a lot of me in there. So he is not particularly fond of large aquatic mammals of the whale variety.
What a terrible place to be born into, then.
Only 25% of the time. But yeah, it's pretty awful that 25% of the time.
Is it just Vel that's left?
Mm-hmm.
I can't hear Vel, though. Nick, your mic isn't on.
Only on Dub's side, though.
Oh, it's because they left and then came back.
Off. Yeah, you can't leave like that. All right, sorry. Go ahead.
All right, no, it's all good. So I think that if you can imagine yourself that feeling that people have when they're in the deep ocean and they like are treading water and look around in all directions, just nothing but ocean. And that fear, Vel has the opposite of that, but being landlocked. And,
no? Oh, sorry, go.
Would that be like, I think, Judge, would that be terraphobia?
Yeah, it might be. Fear sounds about right. Yeah.
I like that because it's like, yo, you know what Alex has? Yeah. The opposite of that. But going into so much detail about what Alex's fear is.
Elephants. He hates elephants.
Go
ahead, Juno.
I was going to say, I don't know if anybody else got a Friday the 13th tattoo. I got a Friday the 13th tattoo, and I'm hoping it's stream appropriate because it's just an X on the butthole, but it's a cat with an X, and
Aw.
I paid good money for that. Well, Good Friday the 13th money. That shit's so cheap. Get your cats tattooed on you.
I'll get right on that, sir.
I don't have enough skin. Leo would take up the entire canvas, I'm pretty sure.
Hashtag worth it.
I was going to ask you guys, what NPC would you like to know a fear of in this campaign?
Sea Glass Sentinel, go.
No.
That's a big one. That's a big one.
Because I talked to Jobs about this already. We're not doing that.
Oh, okay.
Tell us Helen.
Or Bombrin.
Absolutely. Nope.
He's
I'm going
gone,
with the first
hopefully.
one. I'm going with the first one because this
I
is
fucking
great.
hate Sarah, dude.
I didn't
So,
think you had something in mind. Okay, I'm sorry.
the Sea Glass Sentinel has a tremendous fear of rooms that have no mirrors.
That's like the best kind of room, whatever. Like, what?
He absolutely needs to be able to see himself at least the majority of the day. So coming into a room that has no mirror is is unnerving for him.
Just sits in his room all day and just casts mirror image on himself and just
Absolutely. All right. Well, we've had a little bit of Friday the 13th fun. We're about to have a whole lot more Friday the 13th fun by getting into this session and playing some Dungeons and Dragons. So, here we go. The heroes of the Squirrel Hut have been working hard to restore order and function to the agriculture district. After a midnight run, the Ashen One, or Malphas, has regained much of his lost memory. Some of that memory has shed light on Cynder's history, which is entangled with Malphas in some way. On a trip into the trade district, Violet and Cyrus have stopped by a fountain that bears a striking resemblance to someone close to Violet, or Violet herself indeed. We rejoin the adventure as a voice from behind Cyrus remarks on just how similar Violet is to the figure in the fountain.
My tummy hurts. I've been thinking about this all week. I'm just getting out of the fountain at this point when she kind of walked up and said this. So I would make my way out of the fountain the rest of the way. And at the moment, Violet just is like starstruck. It's not like she's looking at her mom again, but somebody that made her mom who her mom is. So there's just like a look of awe.
So yeah, you, Violet, you definitely recognize this person more. Would you say more by reputation than by how they look?
I did just see a statue of her.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So more by reputation, but with a heavy backing of having a physical appearance behind me.
Okay. Now, I believe last session you mentioned a name.
Mama's name? Seraphine? Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Cyrus, make a history check for me, please.
All right.
Yeah, because my mom is so important or whatever.
That is a 14.
That would be enough to realize that the person in the statue, the person who Violet resembles so much, that name kind of like rings in your ear. You would be aware of the name of Seraphine Alvian. a Mother Teresa-like figure who is renowned for mostly working actually in the Peaks Confederation, but someone who devoted her life to shepherding migrant folk from the lowlands into places they could stay during the Leviathan solstice. And things are starting to come together a little bit. And as you're kind of making this realization, the elven woman behind you turn around at this point. She says, I know who you are because you look just like her.
Yeah, I'm assuming you're Elsie.
I am. And, well, this is one of my more sentimental works. And she motions towards the fountain.
You made this.
I did a long time ago, and it's amazing. Just even now, the the Avian beauty is it's hard to capture completely.
I mean, you did a pretty well job.
Is this your first time coming to Seagate?
Fortunately, yeah. I think it'll be my last. It's kind of yeah. I'm sure you've heard about the giant sea creatures coming in through the dome.
Yeah, the sea creatures are concerning for sure. Can I ask what your name is?
Violet.
Violet. And is this your friend?
His name is Caleb.
Pleasure to meet you.
Oh. And to you, would you like to see my shop?
Absolutely, yeah.
She motions over to a shop with some jewelry. And Cyrus, I think you ended up seeing this shop. I think Cynder may have actually bought her bag from nearby. Not sure about that.
From nearby, I think the bag shop
Nearby.
was separate,
Yeah.
if I recall correctly.
Mm-hmm. There are different landscape paintings, some murals, paint supplies, as well as just art supplies. It's not a huge shop, but she says this is where I currently call home.
Sorry if this is rude. Are you still with your husband?
I am, but he's on a bit of a trip, so yeah, he plans on getting back after the water's lower again.
Oh, it's not too long from here.
No.
I actually, I don't know much about you, but I know your husband was the jeweler. I'm assuming with your time with him, you might have picked a thing or two up.
Yeah, we we share each other's interests. So yeah, some of these pieces I've made, but the more intricate ones are his.
Okay. This might be a long shot, but I'm gonna take out the bronze brooch and I'm gonna hold it out to her. Could you just take a look at this and maybe just give me some information on when it was made, if you've ever seen any kind of similar crafts?
So you're handing the brooch over that has the one. Okay. Elsie's gonna take it in her hands and she's gonna like look to the left, to the right, to see maybe if someone was watching, and she's gonna hand it back to you and like try to push it towards like your bag and be like, you should put that away.
Okay, I will put it away.
She says, that is, I don't know where you got that, but you should not show that to people. And that is the mark. It is the mark of Thorn. People receive that when they've been marked for death. And I don't know if someone gave that to you, but if someone gave that to you, you need to be very, very careful.
I took it off of somebody that had already passed.
Did anyone see you take it?
Many?
You need to be very careful with that. That is, there's an old, it's like a bedtime story that parents tell their children if the children are being naughty or misbehaving. If you don't do as you're told, you might receive the mark of Thorn.
That's
Something-
kind of morbid to tell your children.
It's something that is just everyone in Seagate. Well, maybe not everyone, but many people in Seagate grew up hearing stories of how if you receive something with that insignia on it, with those runes and that crow, that this monster named Thorn will come get you. Unfortunately, the rumor is that it actually happens. I don't know how true it is, but it's frightening to say the least, to see that someone who doesn't know what it is holding it. You may be marked for death.
Okay. What do I do with it? I can't just throw it out because somebody else could pick it up.
No, I would say if you can destroy it somehow, secretly, not around a lot of people, that might be the best thing you can do with it.
Well, geez, I'm assuming this whole tale thing that you tell your children about Thorn, is that you said that's popular?
Yes, I would say it's popular, at least here in the trade district. I don't know about the other districts.
Okay. Anyways, I actually do have this other brooch, and I'm gonna pull out the one that's like super worn down and I'm gonna hold that out to her. I'm sure Mama would probably want you to have this back.
And what is this worn brooch?
It's a brass brooch. Very intricate. It's got like a bunch of little swirlies on it, and in the middle it's just blank plating that looks like a jewel used to sit in it.
She looks at this brooch and she timidly reaches her hand out for it. Tell me, Violet, what did your mother tell you about me?
Well, she told me that you were a master at your craft, and I'll gesture at any paintings that are in the shop. And that she loved you very much, and she was very sad to see you leave, but she knew it was necessary and what you wanted. Your mural of Elmira is still in our in her garden. And that you were very kind. She spoke of your kindness very fondly.
She smiles and looks down at this brooch. And she says, "Did she tell you anything else?"
I think speaking of you brought her great sadness. So she didn't speak often, but when she did, it was nothing but good.
I hope bringing this to me hasn't brought you any trouble.
No, not at all.
Thank you so much. And she places the brooch in a pocket in her shawl close to her. So, what does bring you here to Seagate?
Actually, I got this note from. Do you know Melgan? The former one of the former councilmen of the university district.
Oh, Mr. Rommel?
Mm-hmm.
Only by reputation. I've never met him.
Have you heard of his passing? Has it passed through the trade district?
Yes. I've also seen it looks like his son is looking to replace him, and she motions to a nearby bulletin board. And you see a poster with Garand Rommel. Picture of him looking stern and pointing upwards. And on it, it says, "A vote for Garand is a vote for dry land."
Ah, poop. Okay. Well, Melgan brought me here, saying that I was chosen to help the city overcome this vote that's going on, and he wanted us, and I'll point to Cyrus and a few others to weed out the bad in the city. And unfortunately, it looks like his son isn't truly following in his footsteps. But Morgan, what a mess. Oh man.
Elsie places a hand on like your upper arm, and she says, "You know, his child may have strayed far, but it seems like you're doing exactly what Seraphine did. And you're putting yourself in harm's way to see that good prevails, and that's encouraging."
Thank you. You have no idea how good it is to hear that after the week I've had. Coming to find you has been very, very helpful. Thank you so much for the information on the brooch. We were completely lost in our ways here, but I think this will definitely open our eyes to other streets that we could take in helping this city.
I'm not surprised you're finding your way here.
Might be blindfolded a few times, but yeah, we got it. Well, there's not really much else that I wanted to ask you, but it was a pleasure meeting you, Elsie.
If you come across any jewelry that might be dubious, you can come and ask. Don't be waving that brooch around, though.
I won't. Thank you for the heads up, because before we just didn't really care where we pulled it out. But thank you. Okay. Well, I'm not gonna take up much more of your time. If you need me, can't really point you in a direction, but any of the council people of the Shallows district knows me. So if you need me at all for anything, I'm sure you won't because you seem pretty settled, but if you're ever in danger or anything, I will come as quickly as I can. Yeah, but I'm not going to take up much more of your time. It was nice meeting you.
You too. Violet and Caleb, you be safe.
You as well.
Thank you once again for the warning on that that brooch we've got.
Of course.
I don't really have a direction to walk, so I guess I'll just start like walking away.
So it's not like a is it like an indoor shop, or is it more? It's just like a stand or something, right?
It is
Okay.
basically a stand with probably like a tent area behind with additional supplies and stuff. But yeah, you're not indoors at the moment now.
Okay.
So it's giving Ren Fair.
Yeah.
Okay.
Since Violet has no direction, I'm going to steer her back to the fountain statue, and specifically going back to that like plaque that I had seen on it, because I don't think that Violet had, and I want to make sure that she sees that. But while we're on the way over there, while Elsie's not too far away, you sure you don't want to have her take a look at your ring or your necklace?
No. The last person that took a look at my necklace, unfortunately, got hurt really bad, and I don't think that I would want that to happen to her. I think we need somebody of higher power to look at it instead of a simple jeweler's wife.
All right. You know her better than I do, so I'll take your word for it. But I wanted to show you something real quick. I noticed this the other night, and then I'll gesture down to that little placard below.
What does it say?
It was to the love of my life, signed S, I think.
Just, yeah, what am I reading right now?
I
You forgot.
I think it was signed E.
I think it would have been Cindy if it was Elsie that made it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think above table I remember it being like E plus S or S plus E somewhere on there. Or if that was somewhere, I don't know.
That sounds right.
Okay. Gosh darn it, Jobs, you're supposed to remember everything. You're the DM. Come on, man. Jeez. I guess my mom's relationships were just as complicated as mine. Love of her life, but she left her in the mountains.
People have interesting ways of dealing with the folks they love sometimes.
Oh yeah. I'm aware. I mean, it was nice to see Mama again, despite complicated relationships.
Yeah, I can imagine it would be. You want to take a bit,
Actually, yeah, that would be pretty nice. And I want to sit up on like the fountain ledge with my little hoopsies in the water. And I just stare at my mom just taking her in.
While Violet is doing that, I'm kind of like just casually taking a look around and just seeing if there's anybody who's paying more attention to a couple folks than they should.
Let's make a perception check.
All right. 12.
Nope. Nobody's watching you.
Such a just that average. You're like, oh boy, that could be easily be the truth, or it could easily be a trap. And I'd be yeah, it makes sense.
I hate rolling super average. I hate it.
Damn it. Right, yeah. So I'm just like keeping an eye on things and just letting Violet letting her lead the dance as far as when she's had enough time to be with her mother, if you would.
Yeah, that was English. Oh my God. I was actually trying to say words there.
Can you lift your hands above your hand and maybe spell your name out for us?
Fuck you.
One arm went up, the other one didn't. Sorry.
Don't make me laugh. I don't think I would need much time. Probably just about 30 minutes before the responsibility of saving a city once again lands its weight upon my shoulders. And I will get up and just take another small moment to breathe her in and like, yeah. Um I'm ready to go back if you are.
Yeah. Let's
Okay.
let's get a hurry on though, because as Elsie's let us know, we got death marks on us, but most of us don't know that. So I think we better let them know real quick if we can't, you know.
Yeah. Crazy. I mean, that was one of the possibilities that we came up with, was that whoever has this on them is marked for death. So it's great to have that confirmation.
I mean, it is clarity. That's to be sure, but at the same time, who knows what we're walking into when we get back there, assuming everything's fine, right?
Mm-hmm.
Keep our hackles up, and I'm kind of loosening up as we're walking. I'm like starting to like loosen up my shoulders a little bit, just in case we are in fact walking into like a crime scene and all our buddies are already horribly mutilated off screen.
Ash is just no Ash. Fuck. It's not Ash anymore. Malphas. Malphas is just over them, beast form, and all their guts are just. Actually, as we're walking back, how's his hand at this point, Jobs?
It should be pretty close to fully healed. You can make a quick medicine check if he lets you look at it.
Can I see your hand?
So I've been wrapping it every morning when I get up. To it is functional, but I am putting the illusion that it is not functional. But I'm trying to remember. I thought that I had like demoed it for you guys, like kind of briefly. I mean, yeah, I didn't have it wrapped when we were chasing Malphas. But as of right now, it is re-wrapped up.
May I see your hand?
I'll kind of almost start to hand you my right hand because I'm right-handed, and then realize, oh, yeah.
The other one.
Because it's not actually, bothering me anymore. So I kind of forgot what you were talking about. No, so I'll show you that one real quick.
Okay, I'm still gonna make that medicine check because the DM might tell me things we both don't know. Dirty 20.
Okay. Looking at it, you have a feeling that it's basically like around like 90% of the way healed.
Okay.
But if you were to expend some sort of healing on it, you have a decent shot of bringing it to 100%.
Tubbs, I don't want to use my spells. Why did you put that thought in my head?
Of course I did.
Okay. That sounds like I don't want to. I do want to. Yeah, I'll just drop a first level cure wounds into it.
Okay.
Crud, do you want me to roll and do math?
Let's see how much you heal for.
Mother? Because I love you. You're such a good DM. not that good. 8 plus 2. 10 points of healing. That's kind of poop.
What was the 2 that we mount on the die?
It was a 3. 3 plus 5.
Okay.
8 plus 2.
Okay. All right.
Don't question my math.
I just wanted the breakdown. That's all. Yeah, that's enough. He's. You probably feel like you could like rotate your wrist and like crack some of the joints
Ugh.
if you were so inclined to do so, Cyrus.
That's a terrible noise, by the way. Like knuckles and like joints cracking. I hate that noise so much. Ugh.
Kind of give Violet a little nod, and then kind of performatively keep it in like almost like a club, and give it the once over, and then just have it sitting back down by my side.
Okay.
You won't have to rep it anymore.
I appreciate you. And I lower my voice a little bit, lean in, but I'd rather people not know that.
You would rather people not know that you have an awesome healer by your side?
I'd rather they not know I have 2 working hands if ever, things get a little bit unfriendly.
Okay. I'm not sure I understand, but you do you.
We got to take any advantage we can get. If I can get the opportunity with some surprise from a left-hand strike, anything
Wouldn't
can
that
help.
put you at a disadvantage, though, because people will see that you're weaker and they'll go for you instead of a Cynder who is healthy and strong.
It's fine. I can take care of myself.
We'll see.
So the two of you making your way back to the agriculture district.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's go back to the agriculture district a little bit faster, where Cynder, Malphas, and Varanvel have the morning. What are you guys up to?
Well, I believe you guys went off to go do that thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Little powwow in the jungle.
A little excursion. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, would we be on our way back, or would we have arrived back at the guest house?
You're probably back at the guest house by now.
Okay. I think Cynder was really quiet the entire ride, the entire walk back. And she's definitely contemplating a lot. And I think that when she gets back to the guest house, she's just going to, without a word, go into her room, shut the door, and just plop onto her bed and stare at the ceiling until something else seems more... There's a word. I'm sorry. I'm
Pressing?
Thank you. Perfect. Something more pressing than being stuck inside her own head. Thank you, B.
Ash is kind of obviously give by Cynder the privacy that they are requiring, and just kind of stop outside the door and say, I believe that I should probably go and check on Wesley, and maybe I will run into our friends on my way there.
I think you hear kind of like a muffled grunt that you might be able to presume is something along the lines of okay in definition and meaning, but that is all that you get from her.
Perfect. I will take that noise as a yes. And he's just gonna tap on the door twice and head on towards Wesley, and kind of keeping an eye out for Violet and Cyrus. And on his way out, is one more time for me. Nick, is Val in the kind of common area or in the room?
I think Vel would have been. How long were you guys? How long do you think everyone has been gone so far?
I'd probably say we were out there for like, I mean, the concluding the walk, maybe like 30 minutes.
Something like that.
I think as you start coming to the common area, you would hear Vel hear like a pause and 156, then hear like a sickening crunch, and then 157. And as you walk in, there's just a pile of just empty grape husk, and he's throwing grapes in the air and catching it with his mouth. 160. 100, and it hits in the forehead. Ash, Malphas. That was almost my record.
Yeah, I'm so sorry to interrupt your grape catching.
I'm sure you're not, but what's up?
I'm gonna go and visit Wesley. Is what is up. I think that I need to have a one-on-one with him after what we have learned. Would you like to accompany me for safety?
Sure. Is the plan to just be spread to the winds for the rest of the day, or?
The plan. I'm sorry, that's so not funny. That's awful. The plan would be, well, for me, it's a little different, I guess. I need to go see Wesley. I can't sleep until I figure this out. And Cynder is sleeping in their bed, comatose for all I know. Understandably so, due to everything that has happened. And I need to get this figured out. And I know that Cyrus is going to be very upset if I do not take somebody with me.
Just think it's my best judgment that we wait for a second, let everyone get back, and then go together. I guess, and also let me ask this. I'm trying to give you space. I don't want to pry, but you're like a whole fucking new person.
Yeah, I think we figured that part out.
You still the friend that I met, or are you someone else?
I'm still the friend that you met.
Okay.
My loyalties still lie with you.
Fuck loyalty. Why would you just
They-
fucking talk to me?
I am talking to you. I am asking
no.
you to go and see Wesley with me instead of sneaking off. I did not have to do this.
No, I'm worried about you.
Worried? Why?
Well, you turned into a fucking whatever the hell that was. And then when you come back, you are a completely different person. And for some reason, we're not addressing that. Like, that's not weird. And I feel like I'm an insane person who feels like this is unusual. Like, we
It
all
is
woke
hard.
up today
It is
and just
hard,
like
yes.
said, "Oh, I'm gonna go get milk, go get errands," like. And if you're not ready to talk about that, I get that, but I need to not feel like I'm insane and don't think that this is just another Tuesday.
Malphas, gosh, it's hard for me not to say Ash. Malphas is gonna kind of just take a couple steps forward and just place their hand on this side of your bicep, um, like fraternally, and they're gonna kind of look at you and just say, "You were not insane. This is a lot for me, obviously, and understandably for everybody else. I don't have much of an explanation for what is wrong with me. I was cursed from what little I can remember by somebody my brother and I were running away from while stuck in the Fey Wilds. It is, to my knowledge, it is not something that I would consider dangerous for the party. I can understand how it was frightening, and before I got my memories back, it was frightening for me too. I was confused. That is why I ran the way I did. But I guess if you were not if you were not here at that time, you wouldn't have known that. But I can assure you, I do remember when we first met, and I remember every promise we made, and I remembered every moment we shared with the elders. I remembered when you taught me how to tie my name in knots. I remember a lot, and I remember who I was before that. I am still me, but I am me with memories. So I am no longer hollow. I feel as if I am a whole person, but it is hard because I do have those two, the Ashen One or Two-Souled or whatever people knew me as, mixing with Malphas, and it's like two clashing personalities in my head coming together. Does that help?
Yeah, I mean, I appreciate you talking about this. Just know that you are my last connection to the collective. It's all I have left. And whether you are an oblivious 2x4 or this Malphas character, I don't care. To me, you were never hollow. You were my friend. And somehow you're more oblivious to that right now. So do not worry about that. Here. I just need to make sure you're okay.
Yes.
And if you're
I
all right.
I am as okay as I can be, but I greatly appreciate you coming back, and I appreciate you being there at Wesley's before I could do anything potentially harmful to him. It's why I asked you to come with me. Is because, yes, having more people would be nice, but I trust you the most to, I guess, be there in my time of need in case Wesley is not at all who I thought he was. If he is like me, maybe not losing his memories, but in case he has a whole completely different personality that is hidden underneath that. And honestly, I'm a little scared. But if I had learned anything through my travels and through my time on the flotilla, it is that, we are stronger together, and to rely on your community.
That's all you got.
There's a
All right.
knock at the door of the guest house.
This is a weird question. Can I smell who it is through the door? Is it Steve and Steve?
Can I smell through the door? You can take a real big whiff and make a perception roll.
Oh boy. Let's see. does a 18.
Grapes. You smell grapes.
Yeah, you're a bitch. All right. Ash is not Ash. Fuck, Malphas. I'm doing it. Wow. Way to just dead name myself. So Malphas is going to, kind of look over a little confused, and then look back at Val as if he wanted to say something else to kind of finish up the conversation. But then he's just going to kind of pat him on the bicep and then walk over and open the door.
You open the door, and you see Marcy in her overalls. Hey, y'all. How'd you sleep?
Is this a serious question?
Well, of course it is. You have a little party. I saw the window got a little bit smashed up there, didn't it?
Yeah. Cyrus was juggling daggers and one of them went out the window.
Oh, he's a little scoundrel, isn't he?
The scoundreliest.
Well, I came over. I wanted to let y'all know that we got a special cleanup job for you if y'all are available this afternoon. It's a little bit of a cleanup thing, a little bit of it's a little fun thing too, possibly. We're thinking it might be a fun thing, but we'd like to see if y'all would be willing to come and see if you can help clean up some stuff.
Malphas is going to kind of just like look back over his shoulder real quick at Vel. Just kind of giving him a look of like, what the heck? Like, what could it possibly be?
It's going to shrug at you and
yeah.
my head.
He's gonna look back towards her and just kind of be like, yeah, cleanup being fun. What exactly do we need to clean up? And don't say it's a jellyfish.
Oh no, nothing like that. But it'll be a little surprise. It'll be good.
You see, Vel here is terrified of surprises. Absolute phobia. What is it?
Make a deception roll.
Mother. Oh no. Does a 6 pass that? Please, Vel. What if Vel? Can I get advantage of Vel? Axe it out.
I'll approach up. I said it was Marcy. Correct, Marcy?
That's right. My name is Marcy Samada. I don't know if I've had the pleasure of meeting you. I mean, I did see you. Foranvel, yeah. You were at Malkin's funeral, weren't you?
I was. Afterwards, I had to be. I was a bit detained with other tasks at the time. But if your chipper attitude is contagious, but I must say at the moment our group is going through quite some stress, and we would like to help out. But just in reflection of the mood, if there's any way you can let us know what's going on, because if there is serious help to be had, we would like to help. But if it's a surprised jellyfish throwing contest, then we might have to have higher priorities. And I'm sure you understand.
Oh, no, it's nothing like that. I mean, it's just we need some help clearing up some fields is all. But it'll be fun doing it.
Marcy, could we get back to you? Is there a place to find you?
You just come on over to the main ranch house, and she points beyond the guest house about a quarter of a mile down the path. She says, you just come on over this afternoon. Make sure you're all gathered up so we can host y'all and make sure that y'all can help out. But come come on over this afternoon. It'll be great. And she is gonna just smack Varanvel like on the right under the elbow, like on the forearm. She'll be you'll do great. It'll be a whole barrel of fun.
All right. Well, we will definitely get back to you with their answer. Thank you for stopping by. And do you take care of the fruit pantry? Is that
The fruit pantry? I mean, there's fruit to be had for sure.
that's well. You might want to restock that. But thank you so much, Marcy. I'm gonna slowly just close the door.
All right, see, and like as you close the door, you just hear like her muffled voice like, "Okay, see you later."
I had a question about for you, Nick, about Vel. Is Vel's skin like what is it called? Like carbanoid or whatever, like scales? Like it's like the shark scales.
Yeah,
that
it's
are
it's
rough.
like that. Correct. It's like it's
You get sliced up if you go the wrong way.
it's like so underneath his arm is like kind of like that very smooth fish, but then on like his forearms he has like uh what's the dorsal kind of fins, and that's where it's very hard. And then kind of like on those top parts where you would see that's where it's very hard. He could be very.
I just want to know if she like fucked her hand up doing that. That's my question.
No, it was actually quite adeptly. She was able to like pat that part of his arm without getting cut at all.
She sleeps with the Tritons. That's the only way you would know that. Anyways, on a more serious note, because we're serious players here, Malphas is going to kind of turn back towards Vel and just kind of be like, I want to lose my memories now. This isn't worth it. Let's go see Wesley.
Okay, well, let me put it this way. Malphas is Cynder. Is she a friend?
Yeah, I would say by proxy of my familiarity with her father and her, I guess, mother, I would say that she is a friend.
Not sure what all the other jumble after that meant. Is it just so yes or no? Is she a friend? Not by
Yes.
proxy. Okay. And from my understanding, there is a sense of potential danger in the air.
Yeah, I would say so.
Okay, then it's probably be wise of us not to leave her here alone. I have business with Wesley as well. Let's just give it a few minutes. If they're not back by noon, then we can go hunt for them.
Yeah, sure. That works, I guess. He doesn't have. They don't have watches back then. They have like little pocket watch. I don't know why I check my wrist. He's just gonna turn and look out the window, and then look back at Vel and just say, noon.
Oh, perfect. Now you're here. You can help me out. And I'm gonna pull out my silk rope, and I'm gonna start giving you ends to hold. Hold there, and then I'm gonna start just fiercely begin weaving. Using all 5 fingers are carrying a different strand, and I'm going to start weaving. While they're doing that, I'm going to attempt to use my silk rope to weave a net, if that's acceptable, Jobs.
Sure. What would that be? Probably like a survival type of role.
All right. That would be a 16.
You're able to put together a bit of a net.
I figured that'll probably take a couple hours as I start humming my work song.
Yep. Cynder, if you have time to sulk in your room, and also Violet and Cyrus, you probably are making your way through the administration district into the agriculture district. And by the time Vel is done making this net with Malphas, you are probably pretty much at the guest house by the end of it.
I've given Violet her cloak back that she had me holding earlier, just in case. And then I have one of my like simple daggers, and so Violet would have seen this. I pull out of my boot, and I kind of tuck it up into like the cuff of my glove. So just in case something's up, I am, and it's specifically my left one, so that I have as many advantages as possible.
Okay. Yeah, Violet, you and Cyrus walk into the guest house, and Val and Malphas are holding up a pretty large-looking net.
There's a decent craftsmanship, gentlemen. Where's Cynder at?
Cynder is taking a nap, I think. They went to their room.
All right. I gotta be rude. Excuse me. And I'm gonna brush past them to Cynder's door, and kind of hesitate for a sec, and then just knock a few times on the door and just wait for a reply.
There's probably a few seconds before you hear anything, really. And then you kind of hear a little bit of shuffling. Yes, what is it?
Just get out of here. I need 2 minutes of your time, all right?
I suppose. And then she does take her time, but she does leave the room. And when she comes out, her hair definitely looks pretty disheveled. Her face is a little bit puffy, but it looks like she's trying to put on a pretty brave face, all things considered. And she leans against a wall. All right, what is it?
Very slight pause as I kind of recognize the state of things, and knowing that Cynder was going to have a very intense conversation with Nim, kind of take a second to decide whether or not I want to potentially throw more havoc into the heap, but you still have the other brooch on you at the moment?
I do, yes.
All right, we need to get rid of these things in a way that no one knows and sees.
What?
Again, I need 2 minutes of your time. What we have are quite, in fact, death marks. And Violet and Cynder, currently, you have one each. Let's just get rid of these things real quick, because I do not want them in my presence.
I don't understand. What are you talking about?
I am talking about those brooches being exactly what I was afraid that they might be, and not a coincidence. Those things were sent out, so far as we can tell, as marks of like a target. And then we've heard some things. As I'm speaking, Jubs, those marks of Thorn. Is this a fairy tale that I grew up, that like Cyrus grew up hearing?
No.
Yeah, I didn't think so. Okay. So whatever this is, it's got, I mean, mind you, we've only spoken to the one person, but it has her rather spooked, I would say. And I don't know what this is. It wasn't here when I was here, but if it's enough to elicit the reaction that we got, I think it would be wise to handle this and then make sure we don't follow whatever trail this is trying to take us down.
But we took these off of others who were already dead. No one marked us. They died and we took them. Doesn't mean that we are marked by death just because you hold them.
Well, I mean, again, I don't, and I kind of look over at Violet. I know neither one of us knew her particularly well, but she seemed, that Elsie lady seemed an authority of sorts on this kind of thing, and it doesn't necessarily seem to matter the specifics of where it came from. It's just, having it on you, it's like some ill omen or something.
It's just a piece of jewelry. It's not some cursed object. There's no magic from it. I do not understand where this concern is coming from. It's just an object.
Can we hear this conversation? They're just in the hallway, right? I want to clear that up.
This is for everyone.
Like in the common area. That's what I was thinking.
Oh, okay. That wasn't clarified. I'm sorry. But they may just be pieces of jewelry, but people obviously put these things on Mr. Rommel and Bonbrin. So if they see that we have these marks, then it's kind of just there, like, oh, these people are marked by people I know, so they'll go out of their way to hurt us.
Then we don't show them to anyone.
So we destroy them.
No.
Why do you think we need to keep these on us?
I don't.
Why are you so adamant?
Would you let me finish? Look. This fucking day. Listen. This right here. The meaning of it changes, and I want to keep an eye on that. I'm not going to go and flash it out and show everyone. No, I just want to know if and when it changes. I'm not going to wear it. I'm not going to show it to anyone. If you want to destroy the one that you have, that's fine. I don't care. But I think if we have one on our person that is secure, it's not.
At this point, it's not a we, Cynder. It's you. As long as you keep one on you, not a we. If you die because you have this mark on you, you can not look to us in your final moments hoping that we are going to help you.
Then I won't. Does that make you feel better?
No, it doesn't make me feel any better, but you're being absolutely fucking ridiculous right now.
I'm not being ridiculous. You want to get rid of something because one person told you that it's some cursed object that's going to kill us.
And that there was a woman that I trust so much.
Have you ever met this person before?
Absolutely not, but my mama has, and it'd be silly
Should
if
we
you
all
think I
trust?
love my mom.
Should we all just trust everyone our parents know just because they're our parents? And there are people they know.
My mom is not whatever parents you have.
That's not what I'm saying. Doesn't matter. It is
my mom is a very lovely woman, and anybody that she knows also is a very lovely person. Well, not just knows, but loves and trusts. And she loved and trusts Elsie.
I'm not saying your mother's a bad person. I'm saying that is one source of information. Just one.
And it's good enough for me.
How about this? This is not something I want to fight over today. How about I keep it in my room? I could even put it under lock and key if that makes you feel better. Is that a fair compromise?
Sure. As a matter of fact, I still have the box. And I'm going to take out the lack of trickery box. Because I'm pretty sure I picked it up and I kept it on me in my bag.
Take out the lock.
Over to Cynder.
She'll take the box and she'll pull out the lock of trickery that she held on to. Put the brooch. Just the one brooch, you're not giving yours, right?
Oh, I'm...
Okay.
No.
Cool. All right, she's going to put her own brooch in there. And she is going to lock it. She's going to put the key in her pocket. She's going to go and walk the little box into her room. And then she's going to walk out. It's not in her hand anymore.
When you pull that brooch out, you do see that it says NA on it.
God damn it, Chubbs.
the box. Just real briefly, does Malphas kind of recognize maybe like the craftsmanship of that, or
I believe you would have remembered it from when you had gotten it from
well,
Malgan's room.
yes,
But
yes,
he remembers
but
knowing that.
in terms of like just the history like of it, like where how it might have been created, what its like significance is in terms of containing or like covering it, because if you're holding something in a box, obviously you're then with the whole Mark of Thorn thing, maybe it has an alternate purpose of like concealing the Mark's call, the curse.
You could make, let's see. No, there's not a significant there's not like any sort of magic coming off of it as far as that's
Well, I didn't roll yet.
Yeah. I'm just
Let me
giving you
roll.
the information.
It's free information, man.
Free info.
Okay. So I just pick up on that.
Yeah.
Man, Cynder is already having such a shit day. Okay. Malphas is going to turn to Cynder and just say, just so you know, there is no protective wards or anything on that box. I respect your decision to hold on to it because you are your own person and all of that. You've had a stressful day. But
I have.
I do care for you as I cared for your father and and when they were in the party. I know, sorry, sore subject right now. Just be careful and understand that all of us come from a place where we just don't want to see you die.
I understand that. I don't want to put anyone in any danger, but I do see some value in holding on to this. Just now, as I was putting it back in that box, the meaning changed again. Now it's NA. So I don't want to lose sight of what this is. Jobs, can I do a quick question for you?
Yes.
So, is it a fair assumption, question mark, that Cynder has more or less, well, not every single day, but every new day that she has pulled out the brooch and she has looked at it, each day that meaning has changed. Is that a correct assessment?
I believe so.
Cool. I love and hate that so much. Thank you.
Of course, yeah.
Great. After Cynder's quiet for a moment as she recollects events of recent days amongst everything else, listen, it's changed every day. That has to mean something.
Every day.
Every day
Really?
that I've looked at it, it's meant something different.
Do you remember all the initials?
Probably should have wrote them down. There was, oh gosh, I need to reflect on that. I know there was a ZK in there. Now there's an NA. TG. I think that was the first one. There was another. I don't remember offhand though. So we'll keep this in whatever room we're staying at. I'll be sure to lock it away, hide it somewhere. And perhaps each morning or each night before we go to bed, I'll take a look at it, see what has changed, put it back in the box, lock it again. Is that fair? Is that a compromise that everyone can live with? Because I don't want to talk this to death.
We're
Funny
probably
that
going to end up
you
revisiting it later.
Funny that you use live with as it's a death mark.
Not intended for us. So I'm personally not that concerned. I'll be careful, but I'm not that concerned. Whoever got to these marks, they're dead already. They cannot die again. But I'm thinking about it, and Violet, you mentioned that there was another at the funeral, I believe, who you detected this on. They might be dead already, or they might be in danger. Should we do something about that? I know we can't
I
save
don't know
everyone.
who exactly had it. At this point, I don't think it was the Sea Glass Sentinel, because
But
if it
what
was
if it
him,
was
I
though?
mean,
Or
what if
someone
it
who
was
he
him?
knows, or someone who it was, or sorry, someone who he knows. It was close to him.
I
And there were
don't
people-
understand. Like, how are we supposed to go find this person?
I don't know. If we would manage to find him and ask him who was with him, then perhaps I don't know.
That's a
It's-
joke, right? Go ask him who is with him. This guy has got his head so far up his own ass.
I know. I don't think I'd feel right if I just knowingly let someone die, though. If there was a chance we could prevent it, or I could prevent it. I'm not trying to put that on
But
any
you
of you.
would feel okay knowing he let you kept this brute around and let us all die because you decided to keep it.
I don't. It's not meant for us. We just grabbed it.
And if somebody sees that we have it, fate has a funny way of letting things happen.
I'm not flashing this around to everyone. I don't think we have really been doing that. Perhaps a few people, but
Well,
Hmm?
we've kind of pulled them out in public a couple times. Anybody could have seen it.
Well, when I was holding on to them, I was being a bit more careful. But
For
I'm
my
gonna-
memory,
I'm throwing the net on Malphas.
no, stop. Malphas is gonna stand. Are you really doing this?
Yes,
God,
100%.
you suck. Malphas is gonna stand there, just deadpan, and just kind of look at Cynder and say, "For my memory, which we all know how that is right now,
Hmm.
remind me who we got these brooches off of again. One off Bombrim, one off Morgan.
Malgan, yes.
Malgan.
Those are the
And
only two that we have.
And he's kind of slowly removing the net right now as he's talking. And it had their initials on it,
No.
yet they both died.
Hmm.
I
I don't
I-
think that's the meaning of it. It's
I-
directly tied to the target.
would agree. I will say my brain, as racked as it is, we are in an underwater,
I know.
dome area, obviously. Both brooches touched water. Maybe there's significance with that. One went in the sewer water and the other swam out to the ruins. We haven't
don't
sensed
know.
any real magic off of it besides the flashback that I got, or the vision, or whatever that was. And apart from that, I can't think of anything else.
I just don't feel like we're the targets of it. So I'm not personally worried about that. But
Do
if we
you,
go ahead.
N.A., I know Nim's name starts with obviously an N. Do you know what their last name starts with?
I don't even know if she has one. Never asked her. I don't know.
Do you know what your last name is?
I do, and it's not an A.
Fair enough. Well, on the notes of decisions that people do not agree with, I will say I would like to go and visit Wesley. I think that is long overdue, and given Wesley's newfound involvement,
Long overdue. We just saw him a few hours ago. Long overdue.
Yes,
I'm
long
sorry.
overdue, considering the information we learned from our friend here, Belle. I think that at least myself, I have questions that I need to get answered. And if you all want to come along and stand outside or whatever, that's fine. I just need to go talk with him. And then we have also been invited by Margaret, Marcy, to go and clean stuff up for fun. So it is a fun-packed day.
Clean stuff up for fun. Really?
Can't really make this up.
No.
You hear a voice from Malphas's room. Hello? Is anyone there?
Do I recognize this voice?
Yes, you do.
Is it a sexy voice?
Yes, it is.
Is it a Wesley voice?
Uh-huh.
Why in my
Came
room?
through his fucking window? What the fuck?
That's what you
Reaper.
would think. I was thinking that y'all were gonna think that he slept with Wesley, but that's okay.
No. I mean, he wasn't there last night, and we
Yeah.
just came from his place.
lo-
Why
the
would we
lo-
think that?
The logistics don't work, my friend.
I don't know.
What a fucking
Sometimes people are
creeper,
just
dude.
quick with all that.
He just came in through
anyways.
his fucking window.
A creeper.
Well,
He's
the window
invited,
is open or gone, to be fair.
thanks to
But still, there
somebody's
was-
The door is
juggling.
right fucking
there was
there.
a door.
He could
There was
knock.
a door. Yeah.
All right. Well, Malphas is going to kind of like tense up briefly, and then just let out a deep breath. And he's going to turn and kind of walk back towards that way, just kind of motioning everyone to just kind of stay put. And he's going to head to his room.
Okay. So opening the door to your room, most of you are probably in line of sight to see through the room, through this hole that has been blasted through the wall of Malphas's room, and in the grass out beyond the hole, you just see Wesley kind of like leaning over and like looking through, and he says, I suppose this is where your little run last night started.
He's gonna smile, and then like his face is just gonna be it's gonna falter briefly and just kind of be conflicted, and he's gonna kind of close the door behind him as he steps in the room and walk over to the window, and just kind of say,
Sorry, quick little points of order. You don't have a door.
It's true.
you blew it away with Eldritch Blast.
That's
Dang.
true.
You're welcome.
It's true.
No privacy for you.
You suck. It's like getting
Oh, man.
grounded by. I've had that, like, where my mom is like, we're just gonna remove your door, and I'm like, what kind of?
I think we all had
Anyways.
parents with that threat, but yeah.
Yeah, well, some worse than others. Some, yeah.
Mm.
Anyways, on a non-triggering topic, he's gonna walk over to the window and just kind of be like, Wesley, we need to talk.
He steps closer to the hole in the wall and says, have you recovered from your midnight run?
Yes, and I have learned of your involvement with certain groups that might have rather antagonistic goals.
Some would say so, for sure. Are you looking to have a conversation about that?
Yes, I would say so. And I still remember everything that we have done. And I guess I also want to be sure that everything that we did was not also a front.
If the Ashen One is still there, and kind of looks directly up into your eyes and says, I can assure you there's nothing false about the connection I had with him. And I'm hoping that the same connection can be made while Malphas is here as well.
He's gonna kind of just like a slight kind of warm smile, and he's gonna say, yes, what the Ashen One felt is still here, and I feel it, of course.
Good. Well, if we are going to have a conversation about my associations, should probably be with everyone in your little group here.
If you think that is best, yes, I guess so. The door is open. I can't really do this in private as much as I would like to. I'd like to kind of judge what you have to say before passing that information on, but
He leans over, like kind of like looking around Malphas. Just by a show of hands, how many people are like leaning over to look through the doorway?
keep your hand up if you're a...
Just the one?
If I'm a bitch, yeah.
If Cynder had literally any other day, she would be.
Okay.
It's fine. I'm fine.
No,
I
but
wanted to look to see if he like climbed up into his room like through the window, but since he's just standing outside, I'm still watching.
Malphas is gonna kind of just lean forward, kind of putting his ear near. You're so dumb. Sorry. But yeah, Malphas is gonna lean forward and just kind of put his ear close to what Wesley has to say, and he's just gonna say, I've heard that you have connections with organizations from my Triton associate, and I guess I just need to know what your end goal is.
Is it okay if we have a talk with the rest of your group and I can tell you what my goal is?
I guess I wanted to know if... I guess I just wanted to know. And he's saying this very quietly to Wesley. Because I don't want anybody else to hear this, but it was more just, I just wish to know who to side with. But I am somebody who follows my loyalties and my
best
heart.
friend for like 10 years. and the guy you asked who decided to be on is the one guy you have a flame with.
He just provides for me in ways that Belle never
Bros
could.
Before Hoes is probably this is the name of this episode. Bros Before Hoes.
Keep my
Right
man
there.
out your motherfucking mouth. You feel me? Keep my man.
Not one
You
point
have-
was it. Not one point did Malphas say, "Hey Vel, well, whose side should we be on?" But the one guy that he gets eyes for. You little trick.
I'm fucking whipped. All right, Malphas is whipped.
He's known for less than a week.
Oh my god.
Just childhood friend.
Listen, all right. You're not a childhood friend of.
I'm killing Wesley.
I gotta just say, you guys,
No, you're not.
you guys
Stop.
Cinder
I will
so
leave.
much
All right?
crap.
As much as beneficial as I'll be, I will leave if you kill Wesley. I don't care. We're not doing this. I'm not crying on Twitch.
Man. Anyways, I'm sorry for that little rant. I had to get that out. That was
Bunch of
That's fair.
fuckers.
Wesley does lean forward and he says, I don't think I'm going to put you in a position where you need to make any choices immediately. Don't worry.
Thank you. And then he is going to very gently place a soft kiss on Wesley's forehead. Don't worry, Kelly. I haven't made the move yet. But yeah, so he's gonna do that. and he's going to turn, and his soft, warmer, facial expression is gonna it's gonna still kind of, I guess, be there, but it's gonna kind of freeze over a little bit since now he's facing back with everybody else. And he's gonna say, why don't you come around the front to the common room so we can talk with everybody? I think everybody else would appreciate not having to talk through the window.
He walks around, and you just hear a little like a bump, 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 bump kind of knock on the door.
I'd kind of stepped back from things, probably back towards the door as the conversation has been happening, so I'll go let him in real quick.
Okay. He comes in. He says, well, I don't know if Malphas has told all of you or Vel has told all of you, but I have a second job, I would say, here in Seagate, and it deals in information. You've come to me before in the past looking for information about things, and I was able to provide that. And I should probably start by telling you my whole name. My name is Wesley Barenstock.
Does that last name ring any bells?
Does it?
Jobs.
Make a history roll.
Thank you. I have to crawl through the screen and beat you up.
I also make a history roll.
Yeah, you can.
I do have.
If I remember the story, do I have to?
Story.
Well, like when you told us about the twins.
Alex.
Okay, so you don't have to make a history roll if you remember it.
I got a 16.
Okay.
I got an 11.
Okay. So, Cyrus, you would definitely remember walking past the statue of the liberators of Seagate, who are the Barenstock siblings. And so Wesley says, this city was founded by people who did not want the yoke of control placed upon them. And it is to that end that I strive to collect, gather up, and disseminate information. And Varan Vel and some of his associates, and he kind of looks at Vel questioningly, looking for like a reaction.
I don't give one. Just kind of stare at him passively.
Acquaintances?
Whichever word fits your vocabulary will do fine for the situation.
Okay. Some people that Vel has had some dealings with are also keen on making sure people do not have the yoke of control put upon them. So, yes, I would say maybe some of my detractors would call me a spy, but it's not really a descriptor of intent, merely a descriptor of activity, I would say.
If I had to guess, my associates, if we shall call them that, they're the backup plan if we're not able to do what we need to do here.
Yes, I see their involvement being quite a bit of a last resort.
That's what I imagined. And I do agree with that. I would like to handle this the Kari way. But I will also not sit idly and watch an entire swath of ocean be destroyed once again.
Nor should you.
So just to be clear, so I'm making just to make sure I'm getting all of the pieces connected. You guys aren't terrorists, but spies.
He wants a terrorist to the right group.
I don't like you, Val.
Well, let me ask: who are you saying by you guys? Are you referring to me and Vel?
Absolutely.
I mean, Vel is someone I've just met, but I don't think I claim allegiance to any group outside of Seagate. But sometimes the handling of information requires you to speak with people that you are not allied with or closely tied to.
Okay.
With the information I've gotten from Vel, it seems like there is a clear intention to expand what Seagate is and to destroy territory that doesn't really belong to Seagate. At least that's been my interpretation.
Any other way myself, I saw the construction in my own eyes.
I have probably a stupid question. Is there some shortage of space here? I've seen lots of open fields and forests.
For the current population of Seagate, I don't think there is a shortage of territory. So I'm a little bit confused myself.
I can tell you what it is.
Hmm.
It's going to be a work camp. You see it all the time. All the great
What?
for their pilgrims.
So it goes hand in hand with the vote. Vote goes through, new place built, and the people that are looking for shelter from the Leviathan's rise, that's where they're getting sent to be work slaves.
Yeah, and they will pander it as creating a safe solitude for those in need. The same way all the other states did it. They all took new plateaus, and they're all dedicated to work plants. And of course, I can't confirm this, but if they're in line to join the Midlands, it goes hand in hand with their politics.
Huh. DM, I would like to insight check everything, if I may.
Okay.
Okay. Also, I haven't rolled dice yet today. It's my turn. Oh, heck Yes, I rolled good for insight, which is very uncharacteristic for me as a player. That's a 23.
All right. Give me 3 things that you want to insight check about this conversation.
First off, I think for Cynder, because she's not the most worldly, let's say. This whole work camp premise thing that seems to be a trend amongst the Midlands. Is that a true thing? She wants to know if there is any, because there's always some nuance. There's always some like two sides to the story, ulterior motives. Okay. Okay. She is distrustful. She wants to know if there's any self-serving concepts that's happening here that would either benefit the Valsari or Wesley and his activities, or maybe he's got a whole ring of spies or something. You know, there's some personal gain that may be had in that. And just in general, if it just seems like abstractly, if both parties seem truthful and earnest and forthcoming.
How much of an education has Cynder had? I think Cynder's pretty decently educated, right?
She's
Doesn't sound like-
decent. Wow. Okay.
Who said that?
Fuck off. So I think Cynder is pretty well read, fairly well educated. She spent a lot of time in a library, but it was a small library.
Sure.
With a more limited selection, definitely not like the one we have here in Seagate for surezies. And even for that stuff, she did her best to kind of look at that information, even though, to be fair, probably a lot of it was religious text, but also geographical and literary other things. She tried to be looking at that with as much of a critical eye as she can.
Okay.
Just kind of based on her experience and everything.
Cynder would definitely know that about 170 years ago, Seagate was founded by, I hope I'm pronouncing this right, Noloashtai and Varashtai Baronstock. They liberated Seagate from control of the city-state that the technology for Seagate was developed. And that city-state was Hirathon. Hirathon was the oldest, most well-developed, most technologically advanced city-state in the Midlands. So when you hear Vel say something about the Midlands, you know that, one, the Midlands region had initial control over the construction and creation of Seagate. Two, the Baronstock twins liberated the city from the Midlands. And to tie in more information,
Lord Dump.
yeah, 100 years ago, there was a city of Valkyrie, the first and last of its kind, called Terraval. Terraval was a city above the waters, which was unheard of for the Valkyrie people. They decided that they were going to try to establish a city and live amongst the land walkers, and it ended horribly. It was destroyed by said landwalkers. And this is the genesis of the Valsari people, a reaction to the massacre of the Valkyrie. And fast forwarding another 48 years into the future, 52 years ago, that city Hirathon was destroyed by the Valsari. So there is a pretty bloody history between especially the Midlands powers and anyone that doesn't walk on land 100% of the time. And if your insight check, it seems pretty likely that Wesley is in fact a descendant of the Baronstock
Okay.
siblings. And if that is the case and he holds to their same values, this seems to be a credible bit of information.
Okay. All right. So Cynder is listening to this, and she's got this whole other internal dialogue happening as she's contemplating this. But as this conversation's happening, she's not saying anything. She's still just kind of leaning against the wall. Her arms are crossed. And she's not even like really looking at Wesley or Vel so much. She's like listening intently though. And with that, let's go ahead and carry on the conversation. Thank you for the little interrupt there.
Of course. Wesley says, now, I have a few other errands to run today. And it sounds like some folks at the Samada Ranch are really looking forward to your participation in this cleanup that they've been talking about. So maybe I can catch up with you in a day or two, but there are some folks I need to go talk to. Does anyone else have any questions?
Cynder's quiet.
I'll kind of look up at Wesley. Just because I'm the secrecy here it's making the back of my head hurt. So for the sake of full disclosure, I am not Valsari. There must have been a mix-up. But the important part is that this group believes that I am Valsari. And they believe that I am a reclaimer.
Wesley looks at your cut threads and he says, well, you could have fooled me.
Yeah, well, I fooled them too, apparently. I didn't mean to. But I think that if we're able to stop the process and the Baronstocks are able to take control again, I do believe I'll be able to hopefully have word passed up through whatever chain of command there is, the Valsari, that there's bigger fish to fry and that Seagate is back in good hands. I think that'll be the ideal solution to everyone.
I think that would work.
All right. Well, I guess we'll stay in contact in the future.
Yes, that sounds like a good idea. And
well, sorry, one more thing, Wesley. I saw this earlier today. Is there anyone important with the initials NA?
N-A. N-A. Not that I can think of, no. I don't.
Don't worry about it. Just curious.
Okay. N-A. No. He's actually going to make a history check real quick. Nope, I can't think of anything. And he opens the door and he turns around and he says, he kind of like looks around the room. It's like, cheer up, guys. We'll get through this. And he looks over to Malphas and just for just a moment, like puts his hand on Malphas's hand and he says, don't be a stranger.
I will not.
And with that, Wesley strides out of the guest house. And this is where we will take our break. So we will be back in just a few short minutes. Go ahead and hydrate and get a snack, and we'll be back in just a few. Bye-bye. All right, everybody. We are back. And our heroes are once again just chilling in their guest house.
The heroes of what, though?
Oh, I think you know.
Can we shut that down?
Absolutely.
I cannot
not.
stress how much I want that shut down. It
I
is
think we should-
horrible.
I think we should make it the official bio
No.
of the Elder
No,
Outcast.
no. It's bad enough.
Heroes of the Squirrel.
It is bad enough that I look at our YouTube pages and someone in particular puts that in there. Do you know how much, like, I have to resist changing that, and it hurts on a
If-
cellular level.
If, like, say for some instance there was like a crowd fund to pay for your tattoo, would you get Squirrel Hut tattooed?
No, I have standards. Okay.
You know the Midnight Barber? I'm gonna be the Midnight Tattooist, and I'm gonna tattoo it on Sarah,
Yes.
right on the
Good.
forehead.
Fucking luck.
So as the warm air kind of just wafts through your guest house, because whether you want the windows to be open or not, they are open. It's right around midday.
I'm gonna fold up the net that I made. I'm gonna walk over to Violet. I hope this is a better representation of who myself and my people are.
Annette?
I made it for you. I know that you don't like hurting people. Maybe this could be useful in the future for having to stop someone. And I'm going to extend my hands out. It's very durable.
I'll take it. Thank you.
Understand if you hate me. I am very comfortable being hated. It's actually more comfortable than the opposite. So I am okay with it. But I hope that we can work past it.
You said I was scary.
Oh, I guess I did. Maybe that was not a good joke. I meant it more. I was surprised. I'd never heard that in my life. And I was trying to make a joke out of an awkward situation. Apologize.
I spent the last few years hating who I was born as. Not something nice to hear.
I can see that. Well, if you can forgive my misuse, I wish I could tell you what happened again, but if you ever meet my collective, they'll tell you I'm not one who is good with words. But
Oh,
I
like
can
just for the net up. I forgive you.
And in the future, please let me know if I ever do anything to upset you, and just know that if I'm nowhere near perfect, but if there's if I ever don't like you, I will let you know. And if I say something that I said that hurt you, please just slap me in the back of the head and let me know it so I can apologize for my
I don't
ignorance.
think I can reach.
Jay, I think you might be taller than me. I'm only 5'10". Actually, no, you're the shorter one. Never mind. Forgot.
I'm sorry. I was just imagining Violet being like 6'5", like like Memphis.
Yeah. I'll extend my hand out. Fresh start.
Nice to meet you. Take your hand.
Take it back and I'll give it a shake. All right. Well, I'm glad we cleared that air. Also, you see that little tail on the end of the net? If you pull that, it's a slip knot, so it will actually pull the net in on itself. So it makes a nice little trap with it.
Cool.
You want me to show you? Yes. Okay, I understand. And I'm gonna throw it at. I'm gonna throw that at Malphas.
Vel, I helped you make this net.
I'm pulling the slip knot so it like closes in on itself.
Motherfucker. He's gonna cut the net.
Oh, you're gonna be that guy.
You're throwing it on me, and you're yes, he's gonna be that guy. You're
My
throwing it
new
on him,
net.
and am I the asshole?
Clearly a whimsical situation.
In times like these, I like to ask myself, what would Cyrus do? And that kind of is the.
Do you make it overt you're about to cut the net?
Yeah, he's gonna.
I'm gonna say, all right. I'm taking the net off. Please don't cut it.
Just
No.
get this thing off me.
Like children kicking a ball and you pull out a gun.
I'm gonna take the net off of him. Like, just want you to know that he was never able to avoid the net. Probably a little sensitive. And I'm gonna fold it back up and give it back to you, Violet.
Okay. Thank you.
Well, we've all gone through a lot. It's been a very stressful day. I know that we're all trying to be smiles right now, but it seems like everyone's on a knife's edge. So I, for one, think it might not be a bad idea that we go to this cleanup, blow some steam off, and tomorrow we put our head back down and we get into this.
For Violet and I, did you guys actually clue us in?
They did.
Okay. I just couldn't remember the kind of like order of events. But now that it was like in like kind of mid-afternoon time, right, Jubs?
Coming up soon.
Okay. So then, yeah. And then kind of just, I've been back towards the door. Can just give you a little bit of a nod and can wander on out into the ranch complex in general.
I'll follow.
Cinder follows, but there is a distinct look of being dead inside, specifically. That is all.
Malphas follows.
I'll follow and I'll kind of give Cinder a little just kind of, jab of my elbow into her side. Not like hard, but just kind of like, hey, I see you. I'm here for you.
She oh god, it feels bitchy saying this because like I want to be a little people pleaser. I say, oh, thank you, but she's not in that mood. She's just kind to give like a very small nod of her head, like barely even in your direction, and that is literally the only response that you get. As a player, I'm sorry.
That was super apologetic. Without none of it was necessary.
I don't know. I feel bad. She's going through stuff. It's fine.
So y'all are heading over to the Samata Ranch kind of main area. Okay. So strolling over there, you see a small crowd of people. Nobody that you recognize except for Marcy. And approaching, she waves her hand at y'all. And you do see a number of fields separated by fences that just have junk in them, like trees, barrels, rocks. Just looks like they need to be cleared out. And she says, all right, y'all, come on down. We're pretty much ready for you. Y'all ready?
I certainly am.
Cinder's expression is completely blank.
Is there anything in viewpoint that we, or at least Violet, can see that would indicate the job that we're doing as we're walking up?
Marcy is holding in her hand like a
Bomb.
gauntlet.
Oh,
Not-
God, okay.
Not a bomb. a gauntlet.
Sorry.
The gauntlet has like some magical spinning energy around it, and there is a bale of hay floating above the gauntlet.
Is it a soulcaster? Never mind. Sorry.
I don't think so. But she says, I was about to demonstrate what y'all can do to help clean up. And she kind of gestures her hand down to the ground, and the bale of hay gets set down on the ground. And she says, all you have to do is think about picking it up, and you motion towards the item, and you can pick it up. And it levitates above her hand as this magic kind of like reaches out and grabs it. And you notice that she takes a point of damage. She says, it's got a little bit of a kick, but I figure folks hardy like you can handle it, right?
What does this point of damage look like?
It looks like a little bit of an electrical jolt.
Okay.
So who won?
Hold on. Sarah the player is trying to visualize this.
Yeah.
So, magic gauntlet.
Yeah.
Remote. Not telepathy. That's not the right word. Telekinesis. That's the one.
Yeah. It's
Move
not
it from A to B and get a little zap. Is that the vibe?
Yeah, and it's not literally using the spell telekinesis,
Right.
but it
effect.
allows you to pick up items with it.
Can you transmute them into anything like soil or?
Nope.
What if we transmuted them into like fertilizer for the field via fire?
Yeah, this is some prime
Thanks for
lore
talking about
building.
Transmute. Why did that come in? And I'm
I-
guessing that. Go ahead.
I was gonna go back into character. Violet would speak up. I would like to try.
Oh, okay, great. Well, we got a field. I think enough fields for each of you, and we'll have you go through. And the one trick is you got to pick up 5 small items before you can pick up medium items, and then 5 more items before you can pick up large items. So the larger your stack of stuff gets, the more stuff you can pick up.
And how many of these gloves do you have?
Oh, we just got the one, so it'll be. We'll just have you go one at a time. If you want to go first, Violet, we can get you set up.
Okay.
All right, great. And we have a map.
Oh,
Ooh.
man.
The way I thought you were gonna
Wow.
say roll for initiative. Oh my gosh.
No, but if there's a map,
Well,
this
tell
is
us.
a trap. You guys
Is it-
realize
Is
this?
it a trap?
I think so.
I don't think it is. All right.
Oh,
What
it's like a
what could
little
Hubelio
carnival
possibly
game.
do?
So this is like a little carnival game. And you realize that more and more people are kind of gathering towards this field. And people are just kind of coming to the fences as Violet, you step up to this field. What you're going to be doing here is you're going to move, and every time you move and you step on something, you will attempt to pick it up. On the right-hand side of this map, you can see what items are small, medium, large, and extra large.
Okay.
And if you move over something you can pick up, you will pick it up and you will take a point of damage. You will not go unconscious, most likely, from this.
I'm gonna make myself go unconscious. I'm gonna do damage to myself on purpose.
And you will, once you pick up 5 small items, you can then start picking up the medium items. And then once you pick up 5 more items, you can start picking up the large items. And then the 5 more items, you can pick up extra large. So every time you pick up 5 items, your gauntlet levels up.
Okay.
And what we're going to do is I'm actually going to ask. Oh, wait, Sarah's got her hand up.
Yeah, I was actually going to offer. Would you
Uh-huh.
like me to share my screen so other folks can see it?
Yes, let's do that.
Okay.
Sorry, I didn't really think about that until you just said that. but
Which
yeah,
is why teamwork makes the dream work.
my brain's firing off here.
Sarah, the player, is trying to be a good little team player. Cinder, ooh, you know. Yeah.
I should be able to see when the screen share goes up, and then I'll switch us over. Yeah, there it goes. Perfect. I need to change this.
I feel like on the other field,
to
there's an old man being like, "My fox and my bag of seed and my rabbit are trying to get across this bridge."
Let me see if I can get this rolling here. There we go. Okay. So, for those of you viewing along with us, you can see Violet's icon in the top left there. And you have a little bit of a legend on the right-hand side with the small, medium, large, and extra large items. And Nick, can I actually have you count for me however many moves Violet makes?
Sure, I can do that.
Okay.
What? Okay.
Do you
So-
want me to count like live or just keep that count in my head?
Keep it in your head. Write it down somewhere. That would be fantastic.
I can do that.
Okay. So, Violet, as Marcy hands you the gauntlet, she says, "Now it does have just a little bit of that kick, but you should be all right." And
Okay.
do you place the gauntlet on your hand?
I do.
Okay. So, when you place the gauntlet on your hand, you almost feel like a surge of energy come from it, and you have you can go ahead and start moving towards items you want to pick up.
Okay. Okay. Small. 5 each. Can I move diagonally?
Yes.
Okay. I'll change that to 3 or 2 moves. Okay. Okay. This feels awkward. I just feel like everybody's watching me.
Mhm. Yes.
So here, Jobs, can I step on that? Because the fence is kind of cutting in there.
Yes. You. Well, actually, yes. Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
Yeah, just move. Yeah, 1 for every square. That's perfect.
Okay.
Thank you. Okay.
Okay. 4. That's 5. Right.
So you feel the gauntlet hum with now orange energy, and it does start to emit like orange sparks rather than blue sparks.
I look at the sky. I'm just kidding. We're gonna say I look at the sky to see if there's anything dropping down.
Oh, not that type of orange.
I'm traumatized. Okay. How many was that? 3, 4?
1, 2. Ooh, I shouldn't do that.
Oh my
3,
God.
4.
Motion sickness.
That is 4 items. My bad.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and pick that up too because it's a small.
So your gauntlet is now like it like spins up and it's humming with green energy now.
I feel like it's gonna blow up. Oh, I should be taking damage.
Well, you've taken 10 damage so far.
Okay. Ow. And that was 5 medium, right? I can move on to yeah. Wait, what size is that? Oh, okay. I feel so dumb.
You hear Marcy just yell out, "You're doing great!"
Thanks, Mercy. This feels really awkward because it's mostly done in silence. Nick, am I moving too fast for you to count?
Nope, you're good.
Okay.
Thank you for asking though.
Yeah. That was all of the medium. I mean, large. But that wasn't 5, was it?
That one rock there is actually right below
This
you.
one?
Is yeah.
Okay.
Apologies, I didn't have that one on the legend. Now,
Question, actually. When I'm
Yes.
picking these up, it's hovering or am I like full on like palming these items?
no, there's
I just
there's
wanna
a
understand.
there's a huge ball of stuff hovering over you. It doesn't take any amount of effort for you to lift the gauntlet. The gauntlet is supporting all of this mass somehow, but it's rolling as like each item just gets glommed on to this rotating ball of stuff, and each item sticks onto it.
Okay.
And the gauntlet now goes from a green buzz of electrical energy, and the electrical sparks turn red.
Okay.
Oops.
Oh.
Hang on. I need to fix this. Sorry. All right, here we go. Yes,
Jeez Louise.
that thing goes away. And that thing goes away. Yeah. And that thing, as the last rock gets picked up, everything in this field is like cleared off. And this massive ball of stuff is just hovering over your gauntlet. And the crowd like kind of cheers, and Marcy's like, "Woohoo! All right, you did it." And then she says, "All right, you can just dump that over in this area over by the barn there." And she points to an area about 50 feet away. You can walk it over there.
Okay. Yeah, I'll go do that.
So you take it over there, and she says, "You just got to take the gauntlet off, and all the stuff will drop. Just don't be under it."
I will do that, and I will take it off while I'm like 30 feet back.
Okay. So you take it off. All the stuff just kind of like falls into a pile, and you hear like another cheer. "Yeah, all right, good job, Violet."
So awkward.
And Marcy's like, "All right, who's next?" Anybody? Come on, y'all.
Come on, lamos.
No, I'm counting up slashes right now.
Okay.
I think there is a very strong look of disinterest on Cinder's face right now. And with the mood she's in and the nature of this task, minigame, request thing, I think she's just going to walk away like a party pooper. I'm sorry, Jubs. I'm sorry. I could see put a lot of work into this. But she just leaves without saying a single freaking word.
She goes up to Malphas and she's like, "All right, big guy, it's your turn."
You mother. I don't know if this is really something that I would like to be doing. I'm more than content to watch.
She tries to like she puts her hand on your back. She's like, "Come on. Let's go. You can handle it."
Yeah, let's go, Malphas. 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 I'm just trying to look at the crowd. Malphas. Malphas.
They begin chanting, "Malphas, Malphas."
I think I'd be better off checking to make sure that our friend Cynder is A-okay.
Well, I'll give it a try.
All right.
Marcy,
walks-
I can't help the feel, but this is some kind of local game. Is there a point to it that you are trying to achieve, other than just picking the objects up?
Well, that's an interesting question because we've been thinking about making this into a game, but you're our little guinea pigs. And she puts the gauntlet on your hand. B, would you be able to count movement spaces for Anvil?
I can most certainly try.
Thank you very much. Did I change that? I did change that. Perfect. Okay. So she puts the gauntlet on your hand, Vel. She says, "All right, giddy up," and she smacks your butt.
All right.
The map hasn't changed.
Oh, right. That's
Yeah.
because I haven't moved you. Here comes boom.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. You should have control of that token. Let me know if you don't.
All right. Let me. Just check something real quick. Okay. Okay, there we go. All right, I'm going to, let me just measure this out real quick. All right.
The fence is still there. I'm just I should put that on the map layer. Da-da-da. There we go.
Now, can I move across these large items?
You cannot.
Can I make it so I can move across them?
If you have an ability, something, well, I guess that would be like you could do acrobatics to jump over. Yeah.
Well, actually, I was going to cast water wall and swim through it.
Oh my god.
Okay. Yeah. You cast water wall. And you're swimming through it.
So I'm going to create a wall of water
Uh-huh.
from it's 10 feet high.
Yep.
And I'm going to move.
Yep.
And I'm going to jump into the water and then kind of like go full like fish mode and just bullet through all this.
Yep.
Do a nice little corkscrew spin as I pick up each item.
Nice. Nice, nice, nice. So that is 5 items. And your gauntlet glows, and it goes from blue to orange.
All right, then I will. Would I be able to squeeze through this, like that point right there?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Did you? It looked like you stepped on that rock.
Yes.
Okay, so you got stunned. B, give him an extra counter.
Just one extra?
Just one extra, yeah.
Is that rock not a?
That is a large item. rather
I thought
than
that was a medium.
Yeah,
Oh.
sorry about that. But your gauntlet does start glowing. From the orange, it goes green.
No, I'm in the large.
Yes.
That's not a large object.
It is a large object, though, that rock that you just bumped into.
All right, so I can't pick that rock up now.
You can.
Okay. I will.
Boop.
And the rock below me, that's extra large, correct?
That is correct. Yes. I think that's 5 items, an additional 5 items you've just picked up. So now, instead of glowing green, the gauntlet now again glows red. And you see this mass of object above you just continue to add more and more things as you snowball almost out of control, and you pick everything up and everyone cheers and they say, Vel, 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 Vel.
Vel's getting really into this.
And Marcy says, all right, you can just drop your stuff over where Violet dropped her stuff.
And I will go do that.
Okay. She walks over.
Go get some water real quick.
Okay, yeah. She walks over to Cyrus and she says, there's a field with your name on it.
I'm sure there is.
So how about it, big guy? You want to go for
it? Well, we'd hate to put too much of a damper on things, wouldn't we?
Oh, now that's the spirit. And she walks you over to another field. And Sarah, would you be able to count the number of squares Cyrus moves for this, please?
It's just 1 square per square, correct?
Yes, correct.
Okay. I can do that. I can do that.
Excellent. All right. As she hands the gauntlet to you, it sparks with blue energy. And she's like, all right, Cyrus, show us your stuff.
How much do the small items weigh?
The small items probably weigh between 5 and 15 pounds.
Okay. I'm going to use Mage Hand to pick up any of them that are 10 pounds or less and then just drop them, next to me.
Yeah. Okay.
So however many that is, just pick all those up in a single step.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So it's going to be that one, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. They're all basically right in front of you.
Perfect. I'll just, I guess step over them to pick them all up in the one fell swoop.
Sure.
And then just keep on keeping on over here. And then get that bale of sticks.
Mm-hmm.
And then whatever this thing of red stuff is.
Yep.
And down to this.
Actually, while he, just because Vale's very competitive, I'm gonna not very discreetly, but the wind's gonna.
So that's 10. The gauntlet glows and is now glowing green. And you said that the wind is blowing.
Yeah, I'm casting gust of wind, which is creating a. I'm gonna attempt to push Cyrus back 15 feet.
Okay. Cyrus, make a dexterity save.
Actually, it's only a 10 straight check.
Strength check. Okay.
I think it's just a straight strength check.
Strength saving throw.
No, that would be a 9 on my part.
So you're pushed 15 feet back.
What, to the north?
Yeah, so I'm doing it from like south and north.
Okay. So yeah, you get blasted 15 feet to the north.
And then I'll like look up at the sky and be like lick my finger, put the tip of the air, like, that's strange. Tough crowd.
So I guess I get pushed back over here.
Yep.
I just want to. So you said it changed colors again?
Yes, it did. It's now glowing green.
Okay. Then I'll just step over and grab this big old, regular old box over here.
Yep.
And then over this way to get this guy.
Oh, okay.
And then down through here to get this one. And then really quick, grab the last two little guys and then just hoover up all of these, kind of going clockwise.
Okay. So go ahead and keep moving for the count. And the gauntlet is glowing red as everything gets swept up above your head. Boom, boom, and you are done. And the crowd erupts and they cheer. Marcy's like, all right, you did it. Good job, buddy.
I'm just gonna hand her back her gauntlet and kind of give her a nod and kind of step back.
Do you deposit the items in the pile first?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
yeah, not on top of someone's head or anything.
Okay. All right.
Vel is full on clapping, jump up and down, just getting into the crowd. He's like not even with the group anymore. He's like in the middle of the crowd. He's got like pastry.
It does seem like the crowd has grown. Person by person, more and more people have been flocking to the side fences to watch this event unfold. Are Cynder and Malphas still in the area?
Cynder has left the vicinity very
Mhm.
decidedly. And again, Dubs, I'm sorry that
Mhm.
she's being party pooper on this.
Mm-hmm. Malphas, you followed?
Yeah, I was going to say Malphas followed. They're as far as Cynder probably is. I am also sorry for missing your game. Malphas is not sorry, but I'm just going to blame Sarah so I don't feel as bad.
Hey, you did not have to follow. That was a decision. That was a choice. Okay? Okay.
Choice is an illusion when there's a DM.
Yeah, you're right.
So what are y'all up to over there?
Until intercepted or whatever, Cynder is just heading back to the guest house.
Malphas is definitely going to intercept that. Cynder, hold up.
Why are you following?
Because I just happened to be there and witness everything you had to talk about with Nim. I just want to make sure you're doing all right.
Have you ever had to mourn the death of someone you love twice in two different ways?
Actually, in a way, yes.
Are you all right?
I'm managing. It is hoped that I have had Val to check in with me and Wesley to lean on, but right now you have pushed away Nim and you have pushed away everybody else. So I want to make sure you're doing all right.
I'm doing as good as I can. I'll be all right. I'm just trying to think about how that conversation's going to go with everyone.
Yeah.
Because
It's not gonna
honestly,
be easy.
no, it's not. And I realize that there's a very good chance that if I tell them, they're going to kick me out of the party or worse. And if I don't tell them, they're going to kick me out of the party or worse. There's a chance of that either way. So it's a mess.
It is a mess. But I think it is probably best to tell them, only because if you tell them the truth before they find out, maybe a non-truth, or they find out and feel like you withheld this from them, it's going to be harder. But if you can get ahead of it, you can make it seem like an act of immense trust.
I know what I'm going to do. It's just it's not something I've done before. It's not something that is safe for me. It's putting a lot of trust in people who I don't trust. But I don't want to leave either. I want to do something to help this city. I do, and I know I can't do that alone. So I don't know. It's just not going to be comfortable, and there's a chance things could go really wrong.
Yeah, that's totally fair. And Malphas is going to kind of crouch down a little bit just so he's more eye level with Cynder, and he's just going to say, sometimes the best things that are worth earning, you have to leave your comfort zone to get there. And would you rather be alone, paranoid, with nobody to trust, or take the risk to make friends, people you have fought with, people who you have trusted to have your back in a fight?
All I know is if I keep doing the exact same thing, that is going to be the exact same result. I know that. I'm going to go out on a ledge here. I hope it works out, but I'm not completely confident that it will. But I did want to thank you, though, because I haven't really had a lot of people who listen to me before, who talk to me about this type of thing. And honestly, I've kind of felt alone for a long time now. So I wanted to thank you.
You are very welcome. I will say, you might not remember it, but I have seen you before. Like I said, we have a mutual history. I have known members of your family. I apologize for not remembering that beforehand, but
Don't apologize. It's not something that you decided.
Which is true, which is also something that you did not decide for your own memory. And again, I think that that is an important thing to bring up because you just found out, and telling them that that you just found out everything. I mean, I think they would understand it.
That is not what I'm concerned about. It's the implications of what I found out.
I transformed into a furry skulled thing.
That was interesting. But as soon as Nim showed herself, Cyrus got really hostile towards her. And she's... God, I can't believe I'm saying she's part of me. That's something I can't turn away from. So it's the pact isn't the issue at this point. Now it's just who I am. And I can't change that.
You definitely cannot change it, but you can grow from it, or grow with it. And I would say Cyrus is more concerned about I guess what they don't know, and the
No
attacks that have spells that have gone straying their direction. I think being clear and putting everything on the table is the best decision, but I think that is something for you to decide. For now, did you want me to be here just to exist with you in silence, or did you want some alone time?
I haven't quite had that before. Would that be a bother?
Alone time, or for me to exist here with you in silence?
The latter.
Okay. Yeah. Yes. Yeah, that's totally fine. I wouldn't mind that at all.
Thank you. And I think Cinder's just going to find a tree or something, assuming there's a tree or a stump or something nearby. And she's just going to lean against that and just kind of just try to focus on nature, whatever wind we get under this dome, the trees, the ground. She's trying to ground herself, literally, and just, I guess, brace herself, not alone, for something that she is afraid to do.
Ash is also just gonna very fraternally kind of like sit down next to Cinder, and then just kind of like put his arm around Cinder's shoulder, careful of the wings, and just kind of pull her in, just as like a comforting kind of.
She's tense at first, like her body's just kind of rigid, like she's not quite sure how to respond to that. But after a moment, she does relax.
Good.
And yeah, she accepts that.
Before you interject here, Hubelio, let me tell you, the Ashen One impulse in my brain that was really dying to just say, there is no ladder here. What ladder are you talking about? When you said the ladder, I had to bite my tongue.
Oh, that's what that look was. I was like, should I have just said the second one? Was it just lost with the accent or something?
No, it was me catching myself there, because I was like, don't go fucking, I don't know what you call it, dumb mode, puppy brain, I don't know what the fuck, but yeah, I was like, mm-mm. And then Alex's smile when I said furry scold thing, gosh, that almost made me. He's like.
I'm glad I was not looking at y'all's faces when I was doing words.
You should just never look at Alex if you say anything remotely like funny.
At least not when you're the one who's talking. Like if you're just spectating another conversation, yeah, that's fine. But yeah, if you're talking, she can throw you off.
All right, go Hubelio.
So as the camera kind of pans away from the two under the tree, we go back to a slightly more boisterous kind of a situation with Vel, Violet, and Cyrus speaking with Marcy. And as she's talking to them, there's some people that are just like some townsfolk, like trying to put the gauntlet on, and she's kind of like absentmindedly saying like, "Oh yeah, like we could like get a whole like if we got a few of these things, we could have like people compete against each other. We could have like a whole sport thing. It'd be amazing." And like as she says, it'd be amazing. One of the townspeople tries to pick up an item with the gauntlet, and it explodes them back through the fence as it deals just 1 damage. But this is a commoner who takes the 1 damage, and it blasts them through the fence, and they kind of just like tumble in a roll, and the gauntlet comes off, and the guy just like kind of like sits up and like just like looks like dazed. And Marcy says,
I don't think that would be very smart.
"Well, we might just have to be careful about who we let put that gauntlet on."
I don't think anybody should, and I'm going to use a 2nd level spell to cast Cure Wounds on myself because ow.
It's just it's a little bit of first aid, but the thing is, if we have something that'll bring the community together and get them to forget about their hardships just for a little while. I mean, look at how much of a crowd we drew today, and it was just like a little bit of practice. It wasn't even like an organized thing yet. I think it's a great idea. What do you guys think?
I think you are foolish.
Oh, you don't want to bring up the spirits of the community?
All respect to you, Mercy. This was a waste of time.
You too, Val? You think so?
I mean, it's making work and fun are the Valkyrie ways. So
there we go. That's the spirit. She looks to Cyrus. You were getting into it too, weren't you?
Yeah, hurt a bit. I don't know that I would recommend this for the folks. I mean, that one over there already looks, well, I mean, he's getting healed at the moment, but he looks cooked.
Well, we won't let him use it. I mean, that'll look painful.
Yeah, maybe a something with less lethality and
Yeah, we'll have to workshop it, I think. But I had a lot of fun.
Yeah, fun. I'm actually gonna reach over and kind of just pat Cyrus on his arm, and I'm healing you for 19 as I cast another 2nd level spell.
I have no clue how much I took.
I think it was. Hold on. You did 32 steps.
No,
You took damage per item, not
Oh, per item.
Yeah,
Okay,
so
my
it's
bad.
fine. You were probably at about. You were missing like 19 or 20 health, so you're only down to like missing maybe 1 health now.
Okay. We'll do that.
Marcy's like, "See, look, you're good as new."
I just shake my head and I begin walking away.
And as Vel and Cyrus, are you following along with Violet?
Yeah, I'll probably like give her a little proverbial tip of the captain I'm not wearing. Marcy, that is. So as not to be, too rude. And then, but yeah, turn and
Okay.
I'm gonna get on out of here.
Okay.
yeah, I'll do the same. I'll give a smile and a nod, and I'll follow behind the duo.
As you walk away, you just hear Marcy say, "Now I just need to think of a name." And that is where we're going to end our session tonight. So, awesome. Actually, we didn't really do any announcements. Do we have any announcements, Sarah?
I personally do not at the moment.
Don't think so? Okay,
Yeah,
great.
Maybe I'll have some time to cook something up for
Right.
next time, though.
B, is it okay if you you lead us out as we say goodnight to everybody?
Yep. We at the Eldritch Outcast want to extend the most gratitude we could possibly muster in this very moment to everybody watching today live. And what are you doing, Jubs?
I'm saying thank you.
That was distracting.
I'm sorry.
I'm blocking you on my screen.
Wow.
We want to extend our most gracious gratitudes.
Thank
to everybody
you.
watching live
Thank you.
and in the future. Just for tuning in. Thanks. And thank you to, once again, Project Process, my baby brother, for 1,000 bits on Twitch. Love you.
Yay. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you.
All right. Well, we will see you guys. What is it? Next week? Next week, another crazy adventure with the Eldritch Outcasts.
Yeah.
All right. See you guys later. Bye bye.
All right, see you then.